Hello guys, welcome back to the channel where it is, for the first time I believe this season, a Steelers Thursday. Steelers hosting the Tennessee Titans tonight, 8:15 on Amazon Prime. Steelers are 4-3, Titans are 3-4. Both teams really needing a win. Titans more so, obviously with their record. Steelers, it's a bit hard to or a bit weird rather, to put them in sort of negative context because they are 4-3 and still in the playoffs as things stand. So I'm not going to say turn the season around, but after the result against the Jacksonville Jaguars, we clearly need something to just give us a bit of a kick in the backside. And I think we have got it this week, which is why I've got my Cam Hayward jersey on, which will become apparent as we go through, as we like to do, the injury report. For the Steelers, Levi Wallace is questionable. Minkah Fitzpatrick is out. And I'll just, before I touch on the obvious, I'll move through the Titans. A lot of injuries on the injury report. I got this from the Steelers website, Crows. So Chris Hubbard is out. Derrick Henry is listed as unspecified, which is a bit weird, but limited in practice through the week. So hopefully that limits him, especially given how poor our run game is. DeAndre Hopkins is questionable. Good. Again, you hope that he'd want to be limited given the way the Steelers have treated number one wide receivers or star wide receivers at points during the season. So if he's limited, then hopefully that helps us. And then defensive lineman Jeffrey Simmons, again, is unspecified. What that means, I don't know. But again, he was limited at some point during the week, so hopefully he can be limited in play. Now, someone who I think is still going to be somewhat limited is Cam Hayward. We talked about him in the injury report before the Jaguars game, and how he was off the report, but I said now you don't expect him to be back now. Off a short week, I don't expect him to be at his usual 100%, or playing 100% of the snaps that he usually would. I think there will be some rotation, but at least there will be some leadership on the defensive line, which is something that we desperately need in order to stop at the first line, rather than, again, especially when it comes to Derrick Henry. In my mind, I'm just picturing like 10 of the Robert Spillane tackles from all those years ago on Derrick Henry, just 10 of them in the game, and that would bring me joy no end. But live in hope. But yeah, I think again, I don't really want to break down the X's and O's of it, but I genuinely do think that the addition of Cam Hayward is going to be good because it will bring some accountability and some leadership to a defense that I'm not going to say needs it, because it is still the better side of the two sides of the ball. But it is certainly something that does need a little bit of help, given the Titans players. Given they need someone to sort of say to we're going up against Will Levis this week, who's in his second NFL start, and I really like the sort of mantra that local reporter Dejan Kovakovic brought into it, is that yes, he did very well against the Falcons in his first game, but it was his first game, and in a second he's now got to face, like in his first game he didn't face TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, and now Cam Hayward for some snaps. You'd hope that would be something to put the living fear of God into him, especially on the road, on a short week, on Thursday night, in prime time, all that stuff. You really hope that this is going to be a mental battle more than anything else. And I think the mentality is something that I really want to talk about when it comes to the offensive side of the ball as well, because we obviously know the limitations when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Going to be limited even further by Kenny Pickett with his ribs. I've said during the season that not everything is Matt Canada's fault. Kenny Pickett has to take some blame for what is going on with the Steelers offense. Now you look at it and think, right, how limited is he still going to be? Now this is the game where you'd like to think our run game would help out, but we've seen what the run game has been so far this season on offense, and again, you live in hope that this might be the game that everyone says, right, we definitely need to give it 110% now because Kenny Pickett can't do anything and all that sort of stuff. You hope, but given Matt Canada and again his limitations on offense, then it's going to be a long shot. But that being said, I do think again on paper we are the better of the two sides. Man v man situation, even with the likes of Minkah Fitzpatrick out. Which if Will Levis is going to use his arm that he does have you'd hope that there'd be someone on the back end to sort of make plays. Demonte Casey has shown that in a little bit. Hopefully this is the time Joey Porter can step up. Mike Tomlin saying this week that he's earned his right to be a starter, so he's going to be starting. So hopefully he can be there for some more interceptions and pass breakups and show that he was the pseudo first round talent because of the pick 32 that he can be. But again, I do think it is more important on the offensive side of the ball that we control the tempo of the game and we can actually make some splash plays if we can. Again, how much that is going to be down to Kenny Pickett, we don't know. But I think there is opportunity against a weaker Tennessee Titans side. So, and again, all the advantages of playing at home on a short week. They didn't have travel and all that sort of stuff. I think there is an opportunity for us to get there. So with that being said, I will move on to a score prediction for this week, and it's going to be pretty much similar to what it has been because of everything they're saying in regards to limitations and what Kenny Pickett can and can't do, and how much that is going to hinder an already hindered offense. So with this being Thursday Night Football, and everyone's saying Thursday Night Football is usually terrible, I think we could probably go along the same lines of that. And I think it is going to be a bit of a close game, but I am going to go for a season win. So I'm going to go for a 17-13 victory for the Pittsburgh Steelers, which will push to 5-3. And again, just give us, with the Green Bay Packers coming into town the following week, just give us a little bit of a boost going into a 10-day rest period where hopefully we can again use this to kickstart the season.